WEEX is thriving. So when I heard that ClickUp is the AI work platform that grows successful companies, I said we don't need it.
What is going on, everybody, and welcome back live. Today we're covering two major developments. A highly anticipated Oval Office announcement from President Trump, which is expected here any minute now. And we're going to quickly recap the latest signals from the Federal Reserve's Jackson Hole Symposium. Let's dive right in. As we await for President Trump's announcement, I'm just going to quickly go over some talking points and key points from the Jackson Hole speech from Powell. We should be hearing from President Trump any moment now. It should be 12 p.m. Should be 11 p.m. my time. 11 a.m., excuse me. Now, let's see here. So President Trump is scheduled to deliver an important announcement from the Oval Office today at noon Eastern Time. Though details remain under wraps, reporters and analysts are already speculating about potential topics and implications. So Trump has confirmed there will be an Oval Office announcement at 12 p.m. Eastern Time today, Friday, August 22nd, but has not revealed the subject matter. Among the possible topics discussed by news outlets are federalizing Washington, D.C.'s police force, which follows ongoing efforts to increase federal control over law enforcement in the Capitol. Other topics could include reciprocal tariffs or further trade policy actions, could affect the crypto market and Bitcoin's price. The recent FBI raid on former National Security Advisor John Bolton, which did happen today. His plans for cosmetic renovations to the Eisenhower Executive Office Building could also be a topic of the announcement today. But we're looking for possibly, could federalizing Washington, D.C.'s police force have an effect on financial markets? Reciprocal tariffs or further trade policy actions could absolutely have an effect on the crypto market going forward. Ahead of the announcement, Trump has already been active in the Capitol. He's been stepping up focus on law enforcement in Washington with increased National Guard deployments and a tough on-crime posture, raising local resistance and concerns about federal overreach. What is going on, Crypto Ricky in the house? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, my man. We are awaiting President Trump right now. And so what's next? What is next? So apart from, already creating more resistance from the locals and concerns about federal overreach, I don't know about federalizing the Washington police. I look, I'm all on board with Trump. I'm all on board with Trump. There are some things he does and some ideas he has that I don't agree with, and that's okay, right? I don't claim to be Republican or Democrat or any of that. I personally just do not like politics, but I do support Trump. I do think that he was absolutely 100% our best option for president. Out of the options we had. Now, again, I don't like politics though. I don't get involved with politics much. I try not to anyways. Try not to. So what's next? Well, we don't know yet. But what we do know is this is a big moment. Honestly, a huge moment, right? We just had Powell's Jackson Hole final speech as chair of the Federal Reserve, which we've seen the markets react bullishly and dovishly to this. My trades are actually up right now. Oh, I'm actually up a considerable amount right now. Bro, where's my chart? I'm actually up a considerable amount on my trades that I've had in for over a week. I've had these trades in for over a week, and we are pushing We are pushing higher, folks. Look at this. Look at this pump right here for Doge. We got a nice little pump for Doge on my trade here, and boom, 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 boom. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now, look at that. So, I mean, we bounced all the way above the LSMA. If that could hold, that would be fantastic. All right, so look, this is beautiful. I'm loving this. If this could stay, this keep going this route, we would be in beautiful territory here. I mean, my ETH trade is up. My bro, my ETH trade. Oh my goodness, look at that. We almost hit my stop loss. Bro, we almost hit my stop loss. Look. But we didn't. We bounced. Look. My stop loss is in profit, by the way. But look, we bounced. Can we keep going? Let's make sure we ain't missing nothing. I'm gonna refresh this to make sure it is live. We're not missing nothing yet, folks. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you guys for joining us this morning. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. And welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Average Joe Crypto, or AJC, where the average Joe wins in crypto almost every time. We can't have wins every time, right? You got to have some losses in there to balance out the wins. Manage the risk, and that's all that matters. Let's get it. We got big things happening today. Big announcements. I mean, we've already seen the market pump on Jerome Powell's final speech as Fed chair. And, oh, wow. Look at ETH, guys. Oh, wow. Hold on. Let me get TradingView pulled up. Look at Ethereum, guys. Let me get TradingView pulled up here. Oh, my goodness, folks. Oh, my goodness. Oh, we are at 4,700. We just came up to 4,792. Oh, and look at this. Remember this chart? Remember this Bitcoin chart, folks? Remember this Bitcoin chart? Oh, we broke out beautifully, back tested the resistance, and bam! Look at that beautiful Bitcoin chart right there, folks. Smash that like for Bitcoin breakout to $117,000. Let's go. Let's go. And if you are in Ethereum right now, smash a like for yourself because, bro, if Trump does not rain on our parade, now, again, I support Trump almost fully. Keyword almost. Some people might think I'm just a full-blown Trumpster, or whatever they call him. I'm not, really. I'm not. I do fully agree with the majority of what he has done. The majority. Not everything. If you agree with that, you're on the same page as me as well. But we were watching Bitcoin, man, leading up to the FOMC minutes, leading up to Jerome Powell's final speech as Fed chair. We have been watching this, guys. In our FOMC minutes live stream, we were watching this and analyzing the price action here leading up to today's developments. And we mentioned this. We mentioned it on Wednesday. We mentioned that Friday, this was going to be a big day for crypto, for your altcoins as well. Just look at Ethereum. We are closing in on $4,800 for ETH, guys. And my trades that have been in for over a week right now, that were down almost, I don't even want to think about how far they were down. What matters is that we can be grateful today for the pump. We can be grateful today for this amazing breakout. Bitcoin booming, Ethereum pushing towards 4,800, XRP, let's not even get started, man. XRP reclaiming $3 support. Are you bullish yet? Let me see you guys in the chat. We will jump into the chat, and I will holler at you guys here in a minute. Don't forget to answer the poll in the chat as well. Will Trump pump your bags or dump your bags? It's everything is hanging in the balance of Trump right now. So answer the poll, guys. We got 15 votes so far. So far, it looks like the majority of you guys think Trump is going to pump. Oh, we got a new vote in, and it's leaning more towards the dump side. But we still have 75% votes. Pump it up, pump it up. I am loving it. This chart played out beautifully. We were looking at this, and remember what I said, guys? Remember I said, do we really need to come all the way back down to 110? Do we really need to come all the way back down to 110 and test that support of that channel? I said, I don't think so. We were closing in on the resistance already. I don't think we need to come down. And we did not. And what a massive, when you see something like this in a chart. Oh, bruh.
You know you can pay as low as $39 a month in car insurance. How might you ask? It's super easy.
You gotta be kidding me right now.
Your zip code, tell us basic information, and you'll have the cheapest.
Bro. Okay. All right, we're still good. We're still live. We are waiting for Trump, but we are still okay. I just want to refresh this page, make sure that it's still live, and we are still live. There we go. So we will be ready to go. We will be ready to go once Trump shows up. Now, and we're going to be keeping our eyes on the charts, guys. This has been a beautiful day so far. Shout out to each and every one of you guys showing up today. No Face Crypto, what's going on? He's just going to harp on what Powell said. Should be good. Probably will just show more urgency. I appreciate you, No Face Crypto. I appreciate you dropping that in the chat. All of you guys that are showing up today, good morning to you. Salute to you. If you are new here, join us. Hit that subscribe button. It's a great place to join us and like-minded individuals that are into cryptocurrency as well. It's a great place to learn about crypto. It's a great place if you're an average Joe that doesn't quite understand the complexities of crypto and need it explained in a more simpler way. This is a great place for you as well. Subscribe, join us on our cryptocurrency journey to the moon. Because guys, are we going to the moon? To the moon. I kind of agree with No Face Crypto right now. Now I don't know about what else he might include in his announcement. Now, I do have some ideas here. We do have ideas of what could be included and whether or not it will affect the markets negatively, bullishly, or bearishly. But President Trump is scheduled. This is a confirmed report that he is scheduled to provide an announcement from the Oval Office today. And among the possible topics, the only one that I'm seeing that could have an effect on the markets is going to be his talking about reciprocal tariffs or further trade policy actions or agendas. So that's so far is the only thing I'm seeing. Okay, look at this. Okay, this is the Ethereum daily chart, folks. The Ethereum daily chart is breaking the previous high, the local resistance. We are literally, let me just I'm going to go at the wick right there, and we're just going to say that 4,800 is going to be that level to break right there. We're just going to say that 4,800 right here is that level for Ethereum to break, and we are at it now, folks. And holy macaroni, my trades are doing beautiful. Beautiful, baby. And guys, this is such well-deserved because you don't understand how patient I was with these trades. I've been extremely patient with these trades. I have been like waiting so patiently for this. I jumped in a bit early. I jumped in a bit too soon, and I paid dearly for it. I had to wait and suffer the brutal drops before we had this massive launch. Now, right now we're doing pretty good. It's tough to close right now though. I'm gonna move my stop loss up a little. Moving my stop loss up some there, but it is tough to close here. It is tough to close right here, folks. Even though I'm in considerable profits, right? Over $500 in profits right here. And guys, keep in mind, I understand that it's just $500. To some people that might not seem like a big profit, but look at my margin used. I only used $94 and $95. So I used less than $200 and I'm up $500. So remember, this is 50x. I used 50x leverage, and we killed this one right here so far. Now I've got my stop losses in profit, risk free at the moment, totally risk free trades right now, as we await President Trump's announcement. Now, if President Trump pumps the market, then these trades are going to be phenomenal. If President Trump dumps the market, then my stop losses are set in profit, and we're good to go, and I still make a couple of $100. So when done right, man, and when done with conviction and patience and discipline, this is why I love crypto. This is why I love you guys. This is why I love this space, man. And especially you guys, each and every single one of you guys that show up here that are intrigued, interested. You might be new to the crypto space, but you being here is such a big deal. Why are we worried about Trump? Well, honestly, why are we worried about Trump? Because Trump literally does. I mean, he could say something, and the markets could shift. I mean, granted, with Powell's speech being pretty dovish, and the market's already reacting bullishly to Powell's speech, how much do you guys think that Trump's announcement will have an effect on the market? Right? I mean, do you guys think that that Powell's speech is enough to remain with a bullish outlook for September rate cuts? Or do you think Trump's going to come in, mention something about tariffs or whatever, and I'm personally still pretty bullish at the moment. We're going to wait and see what happens. We're still waiting. We're still waiting. Now, yeah, this is still live and we're still waiting. Powell already pumped bags with Fed rate cuts at Jackson Hole. True, they all play roles in manipulation. Exactly, Hi-Fi Samurai, and I appreciate you being in the chat, my man. Could we close it here or wait more? You know what? I am waiting. I'm not closing yet. I got my stop losses in profit. It's a risk-free trade. Both of these trades are risk-free at the moment. No matter what, I'm still going to come out with a W. I'm going to come out with a win. So, it's right now, it's like I could close now and secure right now my current profits, which $400 or $500 in profit off of just a less than $200 trade. I've already well over doubled my money, but I feel the need to wait for this announcement. I feel, it's such a. I think this is another reason I love crypto, man. I mean, if you think about it, most of you guys here right now that are watching, and most of everybody that's in the crypto space that I've seen, we're adrenaline junkies, bro. I mean, unless you were already into, oh God, ooh, that music scared me. Unless you were already into stocks, trading, and that type of thing, then typically, the majority of the rest of us that jumped into crypto headfirst without ever jumping into any other type of investing or trading, we're adrenaline junkies, and we seen what Bitcoin was in the past. We've seen what the future, right? We've seen the vision. I learned about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in 2018, and from that point forward, I knew how big it was going to be in the future, and I was all in. I was head first. But I also believe that a lot of us are adrenaline junkies, man. Right? Would you agree? Would you agree? We love the hype, but we also like to stay grounded. We're on a mission and a journey to better ourselves. Even crypto trading and investing in itself is a way to better yourself if you allow it. If you allow it to help you increase discipline, patience, self-control. There's so many things that crypto trading helps you with. Now, okay, there we go. I had to adjust my microphone, guys. I apologize. Okay, where are we at right now? We're still riding the wave, man. We're still riding the wave. Waiting for Trump, bro. Waiting for Trump. ETH right here testing resistance hard on the daily. Bitcoin pulling back some slightly. Crypto Ricky said Trump might full send this. You know, I agree, bro. I think if it all hangs in the balance, man. It all hangs in the balance. Crypto Ricky. And I hate Crypto Ricky. I appreciate you being here as well. I hope you guys in the X chat or X group are doing good, man. Yes, see, Hi-Fi Samurai, see, right on point. Yes, been an adrenaline junkie my whole life. Moving from thrill to thrill. Came across crypto in 2017 and never looked back. Hi-Fi Samurai, salute to you, my man. Yes, AJC gonna full send it. Hey. Yes, sir. Hey. What a beautiful daily candle for Ethereum. XRP still above $3. 305, 304. Holding. We are just reclaiming some serious support right now. If Trump does not rain on the parade, then we are going to be fabulous. Look at these pumps all across the board right now. Solana, what are you doing, Solana? Solana pushing back towards $200. I mean, this really is. Woo! All right, guys, let's see here. I'm going to open a couple of different ones up here and just kind of take a look. We're going to take a look and see what's going on, man, because all right, so we're good to go here. I mean, we're set up. We're ready to go. As soon as Trump shows up, we got you. We got you covered right here with live market reaction as well. Subscribe if you are new to the channel and join us on our crypto journey. It's going to be a good one, guys. Honestly. Let's go, let's go, let's go. How are my trades looking? Ha, patience, 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 patience. I tell you what, it sure does pay in crypto. Because some of you guys in the chat right now, some of you guys were here with me when I showed you these trades when they were down. And just for an example, man. Oh, we're live on X2 as well. Bro, the stream on X got almost 1,000 views. Killing it. I appreciate you guys, each and every one of you. For example, let me just, oh, by the way, guys, I'm just saying, in case you didn't know, we do have something going on. We got something in the works, man. This is all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show a little bit of it. That's all I'm doing. I'm not even gonna say nothing more. You want to check it out? Go follow me on X. Follow me on X if you want to check it out. But we do got some things happening, some things coming up, some things going on. But I'm gonna just go down here and show you guys, man. Like, again, I'm only gonna I'm not gonna go too far into it, you know what I'm saying? But I do want to just point it out to you guys. Anybody rocking with me, man? We're gonna come up. I told you guys this. What? I told you guys this 4 years ago, right? And those of you that are still here that never lost faith in me, you guys will not regret putting your faith in me. You will not regret putting your faith in me. We're back better, stronger than ever. I mean, seriously, think about it, man. I'm already in, fam. AJC locked and loaded. Ty Stu, I appreciate you. Let's go, man. We got 37 votes in the poll so far in the chat. And as of right now, will Trump pump your bags or dump your bags? 86% of you guys right now are saying that you believe Trump will pump our bags. We are awaiting President Trump right now, awaiting the announcement to come out. And as we await, we're keeping our eyes on the price action. Bitcoin dropping slightly after hitting $117,300, dropping slightly now at $116,349. No sound. Thrift Gold Rush, there should be sound. There definitely should be sound. Everything looks good on my end. Thrift Gold Rush, check your sound, if you would, please. Just so I can make sure everything looks good on my end. Appreciate the new followers on X, by the way. I appreciate every one of you guys, man. Even the non-followers. But I would like it if you would follow and join us. We are still awaiting President Trump. Thrift Gold Rush, no worries, man. I just want to make sure that everything is crisp and clear. Following Thrift Gold Rush, I appreciate you. My man. All right, so listen, we are right now gonna send it, okay? We're gonna send it right now. We're sending it. We just sent it. We just sent it. Come on, Bitcoin. Look at this. Look at this. What do we got going on here? Hold on. Let's drop it. One and a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. Let's drop it some more. Are we forming a downtrend? Are we breaking a downtrend on the short term? Ooh, let's just keep an eye on it. We'll just look at it. We'll keep an eye on it. My trades right now should still be. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Woo! Come on now. Let's push, baby. Let's push. Dogecoin is looking juicy right now, folks. Juicy as hell. If we can stay above this right here, oh my goodness. If we can stay above that, on the 5 minute right there, ooh wee. My stop loss, good size bit above the entry there. We're just looking. We are looking good, man. I tell you what. Still waiting for Trump. Bitcoin breaking a downtrend. Still waiting on Trump. Now, still nothing yet. We might be in the next 30 minutes. Oh my gosh, look, here we go. So quickly, just to recap here real shortly on the Jackson Hole meeting. So while we're awaiting President Trump here, because we still, we're refreshing to make sure everything's good to go and live, but it looks like we might have had the time frame mixed up. It looks like we might be waiting another 20 minutes or so for Trump's announcement. That's fine. That's good. That gives the markets more time to price things in. And right now, what we're seeing is the price action right now being fueled from Jerome Powell's Jackson Hole speech. Now, will Trump add more fuel to this pump, or will he rain on the parade? Let me know your thoughts in the chat as we recap the Jackson Hole speech here from Jerome Powell. So Fed Chair Jerome Powell used the Jackson Hole platform to signal that a potential interest rate cut may be on the table soon, amid his remarks about a tricky balancing act containing inflation while responding to slowing labor markets. The markets reacted positively, as we have seen. With U.S. stocks rallying on the prospect that the Fed may ease borrowing costs in the near future. This dovish lean from Powell comes at a time when Trump is increasing pressure on the Fed, including moves targeting Governor Lisa Cook to resign over mortgage fraud allegations. A bid that could reshape the Fed's leadership. Meanwhile, over in Wyoming, the Fed laid out the groundwork for a potential pivot. Stocks spiked on Powell's hints that rate cuts are not off the table. All this while Trump's pushing hard on the Fed's leadership, raising the stakes even higher. So to sum up, we're watching for whatever President Trump unveils at noon today from the Oval Office. All eyes are on the screen. At this same time, the Fed may be sending markets toward easier policy. It's a critical moment. What threads are you picking up on? I would love to know your thoughts in the chat, and let's explore where this could lead us in the crypto market. Again, thank you all for following along and joining us here in this major developing day for the crypto markets and the whole entire financial market as a whole. We are seeing just across the board, altcoins, Bitcoin, meme coins. We are seeing stocks rally. Is the Fed meeting alone has pumped the markets. So everyone now bracing for what President Trump is planning to unveil from the Oval Office announcement. So what do you guys think Trump could possibly say at this announcement? What do you guys believe we could see take place following this announcement? So he's already flexed federal control over DC's police and National Guard. Could this be a full-blown law and order doctrine? We do have tariffs and the trade war 2.0. Reciprocal tariffs have been teased. How would markets and global trade react to this? Bitcoin holding $116,000. We did reclaim that 115K support. Foreign policy flashpoints. So we could see Trump mention the Russia-Ukraine conflict, and Trump's relationship with Zelensky and Putin may come up in this announcement. I'm not sure how this would affect the markets. Let me know your guys' opinion in the chat. Now, we have seen past Trump announcements flip the narrative. Could this be another shock value play designed to dominate the headlines? Or is Trump just trying to follow in after Jerome Powell's final speech? Knowing Trump and his past remarks, we could see this announcement. We could see this announcement add more fuel to this rally. Obviously, that would be, we would expect that would be Trump's likely intentions for this announcement. Man, Ethereum holding steady here, but we are right at resistance. Woo! Right at resistance. Trump is playing with his Adam Wazinski. What's up? I appreciate you in the chat, my man. Manipulation and control. I appreciate y'all. Drop your guesses of what's going to happen at this announcement in the chat. I'm going to go grab some more coffee, and we're going to continue to sit here and wait for Trump to show up and show out. Let's see how the market reacts to this. We're going to be watching the volatility. We're going to be watching the crypto charts. Will Trump's words spark a market pump or a dump? That's what traders are watching for right now, and that's what we're going to be taking a look at and covering for you guys live in real time. I'm going to go grab some more coffee. I will be right back. All right. Got a fresh reloaded cup of coffee here. And we are still holding up pretty strongly here. Let's see. This is the one right here. Oh, this is the one. This is the one that I need to. Bro, if yeah. If this chart right here plays out, my Doge coin long is gonna melt my face, bro. And that's what we want. That's what we want. We want melted faces right now. If Dogecoin can come up and break that 26.5 resistance right here from this downtrend on the daily, then Dogecoin is gonna pump, and it's gonna pump phenomenally. Okay, we got a measure move here. As always, not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Invest, trade, hodl at your own risk. But what we are seeing here is Dogecoin forming this beautiful daily pattern, squeezing into the tip here, looking for a bust, looking to bust a move straight up out of this pattern. And if we do, we are going to be going to that beautiful psychological, I consider it a psychological target for Dogecoin. I mean, $1.25, does that sound, that just got a ring to it. It's almost got a ring to it. $1.25 for Doge. And that's our measured move, man. And, you know, $1.25, $1.30, give or take. We're going to say $1.20 to $1.30 right there in that range, that 10-cent range for Dogecoin. It's going to be my breakout target for this move, man. And if Dogecoin can fulfill this measure move, then my long is gonna be nice, man. Talk about return on your investment. Put $95 in, 50 exit, and make about 12 grand. That is what that's why we like crypto, man. Because you can pull off stuff like that in this space. You can make money like that in this space. Now, are you going to jump in right away and make money like that? No. Are you going to lose a shit ton of money to learn how to make money like that? Yeah. I mean, unless you just born with the knowledge, man. You know, typically the experience is the best teacher. And what I can tell you from my experience is that, yes, you will lose money to make money in this market. Adam, that is my measured move target here for Dogecoin. Now, of course, like I mentioned, never financial advice here. Always entertainment, informational purposes only. But that is my measured move for Dogecoin out of this daily asymmetrical triangle that we have been forming for quite some time. You can see that this uptrend support actually goes all the way back here, all the way back to literally, this is literally a yearly support line. So this goes all the way back to August and September of 2024. Is the support that we are holding and bouncing on with Doge is support from 2024. So this is held multiple times. We are consolidating, squeezing into the tip of the pattern, looking for that breakout, man. 100% looking for that breakout. Come on, Trump. We are still awaiting President Trump's announcement. Quit playing with us, Trump. Quit playing with us. ETH right now, look at ETH right now. You know, I put this in here with a little bit of hope. What's that saying? A little bit of hope and something. What is it saying? I put this in with a little bit of hope that we would hold this support right here. That we wouldn't need to correct. We wouldn't need to come down to 47.27 or 46.86 or definitely not 46.55. We don't want to fill this gap. Come on now. We don't want to fill that gap, do we? No, we want to hold this support. We want to bounce. We want to consolidate, and we want to continue to 4,800. Let's get that 4,800 in. We so far we've tapped 47.78. Ethereum needs to hit that 4,800 mark. Reclaim. We need to hold 4,800. Let's hold 4,800. We are so close to breaking all-time highs for Ethereum. We are so close to new all-time highs. Could you, let's see. Thrift Gold Rush, will you check out Definitive Edge, ticker Edge? This is the next BNB token. Okay. Thrift Gold Rush, appreciate you dropping that in the chat. I do appreciate when you guys drop your altcoin picks in the chat, because sometimes you guys be dropping some straight alpha in the chat. All right, ETH, hold that support, baby. Come on now. Let's just hold the support. I need both of you guys, ETH and Doge. I need you guys to hold phenomenal support right now. Hold this support. Definitive Edge. I'm going to take note on that, man. Hey, what's going on? I hear some chatter. Oh, let's go, guys. Let's go. Here it is.
Yep.
He's on the camera, guys. Sorry.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
Right? Yeah. Okay, that's a desk. Under the desk.
Is there going to be like a podium beside the desk or at the desk?
You should be at the desk.
Okay. Does he have guests?
Yeah, there's guests.
I don't think I've seen that before. Have you guys been there before?
We've been the whole time.
Is that right?
Oh, did you not see it? One, two, 1, 2.
Oh, I think I want to give me that one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're head on, so I'll be to your. Okay. Yeah, me too.
All right.
Yeah. Cuts want to go first.
I want to go.
Okay.
Just understand that he might like get on the going over, but just ignore it.
It out or anything.
I don't know.
He always confuses the first
I
camera.
just know that we're facing it.
Okay.
BSR, the contents of the speech actually
Mind, you're gonna have
not revealed.
it's gonna be right by you, so you want to try to get that.
Now, what could Trump say? Possible comments on the crime and DC federalization, tariffs and trade war 2.0, foreign policy. There's many different things. Now, we speculated earlier on possible topics. Among the possible topics, reciprocal tariffs or further trade policy actions could be a big deal. The recent FBI raid on former National Security Advisor John Bolton, he might make some comments on this. The comments that are made today by President Trump, honestly, like we mentioned earlier, Jerome Powell's Jackson Hole speech already pumping the markets across the board. We've seen that take place already. And now we are bracing for whether or not Trump will also pump or dump the markets. And that brings me to the poll in the chat, guys. We've got 57 votes on the poll so far. Will Trump pump your bags or dump your bags? So far, 77% of you guys believe Trump is going to pump your bags today. Hanging in the balance of old Trump, man. And so far, you guys believe that we're going to get the bags pumped today. And I'm here for it. I'm all here for it. I like it. The only thing that I would really like to see is that you guys pump my like button for me, for being here and showing out with you guys, man. And hats off to all of you. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, by the way. It is a beautiful day. Happy Friday. Come on, we're waiting. We've been waiting patiently for an hour now, guys. We've been here for an hour covering the market reaction to the Jerome Powell Jackson Hole speech. We were live covering that. We are now bracing for President Trump, and so is the chart. Chart is definitely bracing for it, man. we got Ethereum here consolidating beautifully. Now, this can go either way. This can go either way, but oh, we would get so that would put us right there at that 4,800, 47.98 if we were to break to the upside on this. Dogecoin, beautiful Dogecoin pattern forming. Squeeze it in here to the tip. Waiting to see what takes place here. Thank you guys for smashing that like button. I appreciate y'all. Whew. I'm keeping my eyes on my trades because I'm just waiting. You know, my stop losses are already secured in profit. Hi-Fi Samurai, welcome back, my man. I appreciate you jumping back in with us and locking in with us today. Did I miss Trump? No, you did not. We are still patiently waiting for Trump's announcement. And I am watching these trades like a hawk. Like a hawk. Although I am a dove today. But I'm watching these trades like a hawk because even though my stop losses are in profit, if for some reason I see the market start to turn bearish after Trump's announcement or during the announcement, then I am absolutely going to go ahead and take these profits and run with it and wait for re-entry. Because I am blessed right now to be in profit, guys. These trades came about this close to liquidation and stop loss. But I mean, literally, I'm blessed to be up the way I am right now. Extremely blessed and grateful to be up because again, these are 50x longs on Dogecoin and Ethereum, 50x longs on both Doge and ETH, and I only put in about $95 on each. So only $95 at 50x, and I'm up approximately 430, almost 500. I was up 500 a second ago. If Trump can pump my bags here, I'm going to let these trades ride all the way as far as they're willing to go, and just keep trailing that stop loss on the way up. Because I've waited patiently for about a week on these trades, man. I was down bad for about a week, and I just kept on watching it. It kept dipping and dipping and dipping. But we are good right now. We are good. We are good. Guys, don't forget to follow me on X, and don't forget to check out the link in the pinned chat and in the description. Right now, for the rest of this month, I have a special promo going on with WEEX. If you're a new user on WEEX and you sign up using my link or the code HOT80, HOTT80, you will get 80% commissions on your futures trading fees. So, I mean, basically, it's like trading fee-free nearly, right? And that's only for the rest of the month of August, so get in on that while you can. Once this promo runs out, there will be future promos plus other perks for using this link as well. G, we have discussed briefly earlier what could be the possible topics, among those being the federalization of Washington, D.C.'s police force, reciprocal tariffs, further trade policy actions, and the recent FBI raid on former National Security Advisor John Bolton. These could all be possible topics of Trump's announcement today. We have a few more votes on the poll in the chat, and still the bulls are taking the lead here. We got 78% of you guys believing that Trump's going to pump your bags today.
But what do I know?
Okay, look at ETH. Look at ETH breaking. Remember the support that I mentioned earlier? Did we need to dump? No, we need to pump. Now there is resistance right here. We are testing it. We are testing it. Can this breakout hold? Let's run to 4,800 Ethereum. Come on. 4,800 might be a good take profit if Trump rains on the parade here. I am expecting bullish. I maybe I'm wrong for being bullish, but with Jerome Powell already pumping the markets, I don't see Trump coming in behind Jerome Powell and being a bearer of any bad news. You know what I mean? I mean, Trump's not going to do that, right? Typically, that doesn't align with Trump much. So. That person feels about how we do, don't they? You hear that sigh, that big long. All right, patiently waiting, guys. I'm gonna drop a 10-second countdown just to see what happens. Do you think we'll catch it? Oh, come on, Trump. Come on. Come on. It is time. It is now time for the announcement. And my bags are pumping. Bro. Oh. Oh.
Here, do this.
My bad, guys.
They should not be coming out. Alright, there's nothing up this flat right now. But you, like, it shouldn't be going out.
Bro, they're having technical difficulties is what it sounds like.
See that?
Yo, Kira back in the house. Welcome back.
Call that in after.
Good to see you back with us again. Y'all. Okay, so it looks like they're having some technical difficulties at the moment. We are still awaiting President Trump to come out with this surprise announcement. It looks like as of right now, we did see the live view from the White House, but it looks like right now they are having some sort of technical difficulties. So we're still awaiting President Trump. Okay, here they come back again. Okay, here we go. Going into the Oval Office, guys. Let's lock in. I am locked in on my trades. What a close-up of his lips. Have you ever wanted to see President Trump's lips so close up before?
What do you think?
All right, guys, here we go. Here we go. Lock in, lock in. I am long right now.
We have a very big announcement to make today. You all know Johnny. He came all the way from Italy, the beautiful country of Italy, to be with us. And he just got off the plane, and he's a hardworking guy, does a phenomenal job with FIFA. Nobody like him. I'm delighted to welcome FIFA President Gianni Infantino back to the White House for a major announcement about one of the most anticipated competitions in all of sports, the 2026, and this is a big deal, I'll tell you, I was so happy to get it, the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And it's going to be the World Cup as we know it. It's the biggest, probably the biggest event in sports, I guess, Johnny, right?
Yeah.
On December 5th of this year, the 2026 FIFA World Cup draw will take place at the Kennedy Center. Some people refer to it as the Trump Kennedy Center, but we're not prepared to do that quite yet, maybe in a week or so. But right here in Washington, D.C., it's a tremendous honor to bring the global event and this incredible
With Monday.com's intuitive work management platform, you have the power. Not IT, not admin.
A lot of money wisely.
They did us
Making it
dirty right there.
Really beautiful. It's going to be beautiful again. It's like Washington, D.C. We had, by the way, in Washington, D.C., we have the lowest crime numbers they've had in years. Zero, it sounds like it's a horrible thing to say, but I might as well say it. Zero murders in the last week since we've done this. That's the first time in memory that that's happened, if you can believe it, how pathetic that is to have to even say it. And I'm tired of listening to these people say how safe it was before we got here. It was unsafe. It was horrible. And Mayor Bowser better get her act straight or she won't be mayor very long, because we'll take it over with the federal government, run it like it's supposed to be run. The numbers were horrible. It was a crime-infested rat hole. And they do have a lot of rats. We're getting rid of them, too. And we've made a lot of progress. And it was extremely unsafe, and now it's extremely safe. We had virtually no crime. The number was down 87%, and I'm trying to figure out where was the 13%, because I don't think it existed. The National Guard has been unbelievable, and they're working with the police, and they have some very good people in there. They have some people that shouldn't be police, actually, but they have some great people there. And the Washington, D.C. is a whole different place, and Johnny, I'm sure you'll be happy to hear that too, actually.
Oh, yes.
But it's a whole different place. People are excited again. They're going out to restaurants again. That was the other thing I saw numbers, that restaurant business is down in the last week. No. Restaurant business, you can't get into a restaurant. Just really lying people. And that's why people don't understand how bad and how dishonest the press is. I saw one poll that had us at 19% favorable on what we're doing with Washington. Then I saw another one that has us 94% favorable. And I can tell you the 94% is correct. The others are fake, just fake news. They got to get their act together. So bad for our country, so sick, actually. So Washington, D.C. is really doing unbelievably well. And the Kennedy Center that we're fixing, I was just there all morning with contractors. We're making it unbelievable. It's going to be unbelievable. It's got great bones, but it needs a lot of work. The World Cup draw will set up the group stage of competition. 48 teams will play in 104 games across 16 North American cities, from Seattle to Vancouver to Atlanta to Miami. It's going to be so exciting for our country. The 2026 FIFA World Cup will be one of the largest and most complex events. This will be one of the greatest events, one of the largest. In a way, it's like Johnny said it better. It's like having many Super Bowls in a short period of time. Because each one of these games essentially is a Super Bowl. Some of them are bigger than Super Bowls, actually. But they're essentially, each one of these games is like a Super Bowl. The 2026 FIFA World Cup will be the largest, most complex set of events in sports history. And the Kennedy Center will give it a phenomenal kickoff, and we'll be involved, and they'll be working over there for quite a bit of time. We have it all set that they can stay there for the big events, the big press conferences and everything else. And they'll be in a very safe capital. That'll be nice. You don't have to worry about walking down the street, Johnny, okay?
Thank you.
But you could handle yourself.
I could.
Okay. Already, FIFA is projecting 6 million loyal fans will attend the World Cup events next year, and 6 billion more are going to be watching back home, and they think the $6 billion number is going to be actually a low number. And this will drive more than $30 billion into the U.S. economy and create 185,000 American jobs in a short period of time, too. No sporting event attracts more attention, more fans, more viewers, or more revenue than the FIFA World Cup. And again, I'll just say it's the World Cup, and it's the biggest thing there is in sports, and we have it. And I got it in my first administration, and I was really somewhat devastated, as devastated as I can be. I don't have time to get too devastated. I was very happy that today, as you saw, the group that does this, a government group, radical left group, announced that Trump was right. Took in $4 trillion worth of tariffs. That the $4 trillion are going to reduce the deficit by numbers far greater than they ever expected or heard of. And by the way, the stock market went up 1,000 points. That was as of 10 minutes ago. I can't tell you what happened. A lot of things happened. But the stock market's up almost 1,000 points. And it's basically on the news that the release that just came out.
You would be surprised. Now, granted,
everybody was talking about
the FIFA info is not going to affect the crypto market. The tariff info
tariffs
could
are
affect
gonna be at $4 trillion.
the crypto market.
They're going to reduce the deficit by $4 trillion,
Absolutely.
Mr. Vice President. What do you think?
Yes, high five,
Too bad
samurai.
it's not 5, right?
That's right.
And it's not done yet.
Impact.
We don't know
And
what
the
else he's
stock
about to
market
talk
is
about.
way up. But this will drive more than $30 billion in U.S. economy and create 185,000 American jobs. No sporting event attracts more attention or more fans or anything else. And I just look forward to the draw. So we're going to have the draw, essentially, Johnny, at the Kennedy Center.
Yep.
And by that time, it'll be in even better shape. We're working on it. It's about a year project to make it. It'll be great. It'll be fantastic. You see the way this is looking? Look, nice. I can't tell you how much that gold costs. A lot of money. There's nothing like gold, and there's nothing like solid gold. But this beautiful office needed it. It had to be representative. When we took it over, it was dirty, not clean. I immediately changed the chair and had this beautiful desk renovated, brought out by the White House. People that do this, they did a great job. We send it out. We have a craftsman who's great. But this was not appropriate for the Oval Office when I took over. And now you look at all those paintings you're allowed to turn back. All of these are great presidents, and they were all in the vaults. They were in vaults for some cases much more than 100 years. And now they're proudly hanging on the Oval Office walls. And I can't imagine anybody changing it. But they were buried in vaults for over 100 years, many of them. So it's very exciting. People come in, they really love it. They love what we're doing here. They love what we're doing in D.C., and they love what we're doing, most importantly, in the country and the world. I'd like to ask Johnny to say a few words. He's the head of the whole thing. He's been there for a long time, probably the most respected man in sports. He's amazing, actually. Works very hard, and he's got the biggest event in the world coming right here to the United States. And a little, we did a little for Canada, we did a little for Mexico. We thought, see, I'm a good citizen. I said, let them have a little piece. So we gave a little to Canada, see how nice I am? And we gave a little bit to Mexico. And Johnny, please say a few words.
Thank you, President. Great honor for me to be here with you today, President, Vice President, Excellencies. Fantastic to announce what you said, which is the final draw of the FIFA World Cup on the 5th of December here in the capital, in the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. at 12 noon sharp. It will be broadcast live all over the world. 1 billion viewers will watch it, and it will determine, of course, the match schedule, which 48 participating teams will play. You said it, 104 matches in 1 month, 104 Super Bowls. This is not just the biggest, the greatest event, not just a sports event, it's a social event as well, with a lot of emotion. We are uniting the world, Mr. President, uniting the world here in America, and we are very proud of that. And those teams, those national teams who will come here to participate in this draw with their coaches, with their presidents, they will all be proud to be part of writing this history. And that's why we brought as well this, which is the winner's trophy. It is the trophy that the winner of the FIFA World Cup wins. Only the FIFA president, presidents of countries, and then those who win can touch it, because it's for winners only. And since you are a winner, of course, you can as well touch it. It's pretty heavy. Yeah. It's the winner trophy. The last one who lifted that is Lionel Messi of Argentina. And here it is in the Oval Office in the White House.
Can I keep it?
For you. Well, you can keep it. The World Cup.
We're not giving it back. That's serious.
It fits well.
That goes very well on the wall right over there. We'll put it right below the angels.
It fits well here, I think.
That's beautiful, yeah.
You can keep it until we have to give it to the next winner.
That's fine. That's a beautiful piece of gold, I will say. That's beautiful.
Yeah. So 6 billion viewers for the World Cup, 6 million coming to the matches, 30 billion economic impact, 185,000 jobs. This will be absolutely fantastic. The biggest event ever, and everything will start here in Washington, D.C. at the Kennedy Center, or the Trump Kennedy Center. We'll see that, how it will be called, on the 5th of September at noon sharp. 5th of December, noon sharp. Then, if I may,
Will they
Mr.
be
President,
doing most of the draws, all of the draws at the Kennedy? Well, how are you going to do that?
Yes,
exactly?
we'll do that at the Kennedy Center. We'll do all the other meetings around it with the coaches, with the broadcasters, with
That's
the
great.
sponsors, everything at the Kennedy Center. The whole
You'll be very
World
happy.
Cup starts, and everyone will be happy
Yeah.
because everyone has qualified for the World Cup, and they didn't yet play a game, so they didn't lose yet the game. So they all think they can become world champion, right?
They'll all be happy.
Exactly. Now,
By the way, an example, supposing we had a week ago when everybody was being killed and mugged and everything else, despite the phony numbers that were given out, that it was getting better. Brian, do you believe it was getting better or getting worse?
Oh, the crime was getting worse. I mean, I was robbed. It was getting way
They went
worse.
after you. How did the other guy come out?
He came out with my briefcase,
That
unfortunately.
was-
Yeah. So, Robert 1, Brian 0.
No, but can you imagine you do this and then you start hearing that they had a 20-year reduction of crime. It's worse. It was worse during the Biden administration than anybody's ever imagined possible. And I guarantee you he wouldn't be here if those numbers continued. But now we have total safety. We have total security. And for the border, in 3 months, 0 people. These are done
All right, guys,
by-
remember, we don't know what else is going to be included in this. So far,
0 people came
not a
to the
lot
border
to do
in the
with
last 90 days.
the markets.
0.
But
Last year we had millions of people coming in, and they came in from the wrong locations.
not done yet.
They came in, a lot of people that shouldn't be here. So now when we have this event in December, it's going to be very safe. Johnny, you can walk down the street with your beautiful wife.
yeah,
You can take her to dinner if you can get a reservation, which I doubt.
they're all full, the restaurants.
I know. They're all full. I heard that too. The restaurants aren't. The restaurants, since we are doing this, are doing great. And many new restaurants are going to open because, as you know, many closed. Many restaurants closed because the crime was so bad. This will be one of the safest places anywhere on earth. So, I really am honored that the National Guard has done such an incredible job working with the police. And we haven't had to bring in the regular military, which we're willing to do. We have to. And after we do this, we'll go to another location and we'll make it safe also. We're going to make our country very safe. We're going to make our cities very, very safe. Chicago's a mess. You have an incompetent mayor, grossly incompetent. And we'll straighten that one out probably next. That'll be our next one after this. And it won't even be tough. And the people in Chicago, Mr. Vice President, are screaming for us to come. They're wearing red hats, just like this one. But they're wearing red hats. African-American ladies, beautiful ladies, are saying, please, President Trump, come to Chicago. Please. I did great with the black vote, as you know, and they want something to happen. So I think Chicago will be our next, and then we'll help with New York, and we're going to help with. And I think a lot of these people that you see on television, they are, including the people in this audience, they'll say bad things about me, and then they'll say, "Thank God he's here," because half of them got mugged, and they don't want to get mugged again. But they work for they work for stupid people.
I'm sorry, you gotta love Trump,
and they're
man.
made to do things and say things that they
The only president of our freaking time
You're all happy because you're not
to
gonna be
ever
mugged
speak the way he does,
in
and
Washington, D.C.
I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. Like I told you guys earlier, I don't claim a political party. I don't like politics much, except for how it can pump or dump my bags. But
fantastic. Rick is.
I'm all here for Trump, man.
Has always worked out. And
Can't help it.
Working with me on the Kennedy Center, and his very good friend
Let's
was
go.
an actor on Broadway for 5 years, right?
Come on, Trump. Say something real good
A
here.
little bit, right? And,
So far, he's covered
anything you're all
tariffs,
excited
the
about?
FIFA World Cup,
Would you like to say something?
the John Bolton thing.
Show off the first 250 years of the United States of America, the greatness, and then the hope and
we go.
promise of the next 250 years. When you think this World Cup is going to be over our 250th birthday, Mr. President, your leadership,
Nice toss, dude.
obviously, with FIFA leading the way, this is the largest sporting event in the history of the world under the Trump administration. So very excited.
I just want to say one thing. Andrew Giuliani said
Ethereum closing in on that 4,800 resistance. We're at 4,820 right
I
now.
think by far.
Can we reclaim 4,800 and hold 4,800? Is ETH about to break all-time highs?
Really under siege. Probably most people thought it was going to survive. He turned it around. He was a great, great mayor. And then they treated him very, very unfairly. You go back and tell your father all of the things that have come out
Oh my
over the
gosh,
last couple
bro.
of months through Tulsi and through all of the people, Cash, everybody. They've proven your father 100% correct. His father was treated
Break
so
that
unfairly.
blue line right there.
Your father has been 100%
Break that blue line, Eve.
correct. And tell him we all love him, okay?
Thank you, Mr.
He's been
President.
amazing. What he had to go through was very, very unfair. Nasty. These are bad people. Mr. Vice President, would you like to say something?
Well, sure, Mr. President. Thank you, and thanks to Johnny for being here. We're very thrilled about the World Cup. Just to echo something the President said about crime in Washington, D.C., this is the national capital of the greatest nation in the world, and we had murder rates just a few weeks ago that rivaled some of the worst third world cities anywhere, even in very, very poor regions of the
Oh, I hate to do it, but I've got to
Why do we
pee.
accept that? Why do we allow it to
I've got to
happen?
pee.
We allow
I'm
it to
taking my
happen
phone with me,
because we
though.
have broken leadership in Washington, D.C., and unfortunately sitting behind the Resolute desk.
Right.
What we have shown in just
Be right back.
under 2 weeks of taking law enforcement seriously is that the American people can have their streets back if their leadership is willing to put in the time and the resources. Mr. President, you've shown in Washington, D.C. that we can have safe streets again. We've just got to have the political willpower to focus on the bad guys and to give the American people back their communities. We are focused on doing that thanks to the President's leadership.
Thank you. And that's a really very small percentage. It's 2%, 3%, but that 2% and 3% wreaks just havoc throughout a community. People are petrified, and I notice a couple of the women in the back are shaking their head, yes, yes, yes. I won't report who you are because you'll end up losing your jobs, but it's true. It's amazing. And the police, and you look at the D.C. National Guard, I saw pictures of them last night getting off vans and all, and I saw some bad ones running, but they're not running so much anymore. They're not there. They're just not even, they're not even trying. You're totally safe. Now, there'll be something happening sometime. I don't know. Maybe it won't be for a long time, but this was every night would get reports of people being mugged and killed. There's one woman on television last night. She had a badly busted up nose. And she's, well, I like our streets the way they used to be. And she thinks it's going to happen like by doing nothing. And they say, what happened to your nose? She got slugged by a guy walking down the street, slugged. Her nose will never be the same, I guarantee you, unless it takes a pretty good turn. She wasn't really for us. But she sort of said, well, maybe something has to happen. Before this happened to me, she got whacked. And I don't think she'll ever be the same. She was a half a Trump fan, a woman that would have never been a Trump fan, but she was hit hard. It's not going to happen anymore. Not going to happen anymore. But then we're going to beautify the city too. That's where I was today at Kennedy Center. And we're going to beautify the city like it hasn't. And we're working with Clark Construction, the biggest construction company in Chicago, and New York, and Washington. And the head of Clark is great. He's all over the world, actually. But Washington, I would say, is their home. That's where they do the best work, the biggest work. And they've been doing a fantastic job. So you're going to have a fantastic, clean, beautiful place. It's going to be better than it ever was before, literally better than it ever was before. We'll get it done very quickly. And I want to thank Clark because they're doing a lot of work in a lot of different locations. But they've been fantastic for getting us the right contractors and the people that can really do the job right. And Johnny, did you want to say something?
Yes, I have one more thing, because as you rightly say,
All right, I'm back. What did I miss, y'all?
Beautifying cities and the whole country. We want people
Anything?
to come and enjoy and have fun, and that's why this is not just the most iconic trophy in the world of sport, but we start on the 10th of September the sale of tickets for
Bro,
FIFA
we came up.
World
Eve
Cup.
just came up and
then the
tapped
first
my trend line
video
perfectly. Look at
for the
that.
final.
Tell me this trend line resistance was not perfect. Eve just came up and tapped my resistance perfectly. Now let's zoom out and show you what that resistance is. Look at that. Remember what I told you guys earlier? Remember I told you that we would test this previous support? I told you we would test this support line where we broke down here.
start getting.
I told you Ethereum would test this, and right now we're testing it. Guys, if we get back above this,
We'll enjoy the security here.
bro, I'm moving this on up. Because I got my stop loss to cover me.
Mr. President, millions of people
I'm-
will come to this country, and
I'm
we'll
moving
make
this
sure
on
they
up.
get their travel documents, their visas.
'Cause if
They wanna
ETH
come
breaks
here and
all-time
spend their
highs
money and enjoy the sporting event, it'll be the
and goes into
largest
price
event
discovery after
in the
this.
world.
Now, if we get
It's
rejected
reminding me
here,
of something that
short-term pullback
my dad used to
might
say
hit my
all the
stop
time when
loss.
I was growing
It's
up.
okay.
He would
Stop
say,
loss is in
"Chris,
$200 or $300
you
profit.
kids need to look
Would be
like
good.
you respect yourself before anybody's gonna
But if we
respect
break this
you."
trend line here, the
And
previous support
in
line,
this country,
and we
when people look at our
reclaim
streets,
that,
they look at our
bro,
capital, you're bringing
it's time to
respect
run.
back to this city.
It's time to
And
run.
People will respect our country more because it's safe, it's clean, it's beautiful, and what you're doing is transforming this nation by making sure that our laws are upheld. And millions of people are going to come and be able to enjoy it next year, and I'm excited about that. Thank you.
Bro, we are right there
Well,
at
our
it. Look,
country is respected again. And a year ago, we had a dead country. I'm telling you, it was a dead country. It was a country
right there
that
at the
was
support
that had
or
lost its
previous
way.
support,
It was a country that was going
trying to break it.
Look, even today, where they say $4 trillion in reductions of deficits, and this was totally unexpected. They didn't expect it. I mean, I don't know where they've been, the people that do this stuff, but it's terrible. I want to thank Christy for another reason. I said to her 2 weeks ago, I said, Christy, do me a favor. I built hundreds of miles of wall. I built the same wall that the Border Patrol asked me to build. It wasn't my first choice. I wanted to do concrete plank and everything nice, but you wouldn't have been able to see through it. So I had Border Patrol in, and they tested everything else. And we gave them steel wall, high-grade steel, very hard to cut. Then we gave inside that is 9,000-pound concrete.
Hi-Fi
which is
Samurai,
tough
appreciate
stuff.
that.
Inside is rebar, a
4,891.70.
big fat piece of rebar. So you have all different materials that are very hard to cut, and you need different instruments to cut each one. And I said, Kristen, we got to get a coat of paint on it. And I didn't know she was listening, but I said, we got to get a coat of paint, and it should be black, because black makes the steel very hot. It's untouchable. You could fry an egg on it. And if you got a good black, flat paint, it would look beautiful. It will preserve it from rust. And that was it. And I gave it to her along with 30 other things, and she's done such a good job on the border with Tom Holman and the group. Tom Holman's a fantastic guy, what the job he does, and the way they work together. So I turned on last night, and I see Christie's painting the wall. And it looked beautiful, by the way, when that paint went over there.
And it's hot.
It's hot.
Yes, it is.
It's hot. If it's white, it's not hot. If it's black, it's going to be very hard to climb that sucker. It's not going to be easy. But it's black and a high quality black. You know, it really looked good.
Yeah, we got
Is
the
that going
paint
to be
you
a
told us
two-coat
to.
job or a one coat?
No, just one coat.
One coat.
We
Good.
used the paint you told me to buy.
Yep. The two-coat will take place in 3 years from now. Right? We'll do the second coat. But it looks beautiful. But thank you very much. I didn't know you were listening to that, because we talked about 7 different subjects, and all of a sudden I see you're out there painting with a lot of painters and everything else. But it was a beautiful thing to say. Would you like to say something? You've been such a big part of this. Please.
Well, just, Mr. President, we're delighted to be here today for this announcement, but we're also looking forward to having you at the final.
Oh, yes.
On July
Oh, yes.
19th
No, we'll be
in New
there.
York, New Jersey.
We're going to be there. A lot of people are going to be there.
A lot of people.
I'd like to thank you all. Do you have any questions on FIFA, first of all?
It's going to be a big event at the Kennedy Center. Do you intend to take part in it? Will you have a part to play on December 5th?
I might play. I mean, I see the money that these soccer players, we call it soccer, but I see the money that these soccer players are making. I may try and play. I'm a very good athlete. My son is a very good athlete, and he's a good soccer player. He's on the tall side for soccer. He's 6'9". It's pretty tall.
ETH is just barely above that previous support and resistance right here. That's blue trend line that we were watching.
Extremely good in shorts.
I've got my eye on it like a hawk.
No, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be good.
Many foreigners who want to come to
This has been
event are concerned about the visa situation. Can you reassure them?
Yeah, they're going to have a very easy time getting in. Certain countries are going to be very, very easy, and other countries are going to be obviously a little bit more difficult. Would you like to explain that, Chris?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, they did us dirty again. They did us dirty again, Bo. They did us dirty with the ads, man. Come on.
Everybody will be thoroughly vetted, but they'll be welcome to this country. It'll happen quickly, and we're excited for them to come. So I would hope that around the world, people know that the United States is excited to bring their family here to enjoy this event.
America welcomes the world.
Yes.
And I can really, from the collaboration that we have, testify for that, absolutely. Thank you.
And I was just sent a picture from somebody that wants to be there very badly. He's been very respectful of me and of our country, but not so respectful of others. But he'll, I'm going to sign this for him, but I was sent one, and I thought you'd all like to see it. That's a man named Vladimir Putin, who I believe will be coming, depending on what happens. He may be coming, and he may not, depending on what happens. We have a lot of things happening over the next couple of weeks. But I thought it was a nice picture of him. Okay of me, but nice of him. So that was very nice that it was sent to me. Okay?
Mr. President,
yes.
on that subject, have you talked to Vladimir Putin about the fact that yesterday a big U.S. factory was hit in a Russian airstrike in Ukraine? What's your reaction to
I
that?
told him I'm not happy about it. And I'm not happy about anything having to do with that war. I said I settled 7 wars, and actually, if you think about pre-wars, add 3 more, so it would be 10. I thought this would be in the middle of the pack in terms of difficulty. No, I'm not happy about anything about that war. Nothing. Not happy at all. We'll see what happens. I think over the next 2 weeks, we're going to find out which way it's going to go. And I better be very happy.
Mr. President, I had a very good call with Prime Minister Carney of Canada yesterday morning.
Yes.
Canada is taking away some retaliatory tariffs.
He's removing his tariffs, yeah.
Exactly.
He's removing his retaliatory tariffs, which I thought was nice. And we're going to have another call soon. Okay. Yeah, we had a very good call.
You're getting closer towards an agreement on trade?
I like them. You know, look, I'm fighting for the United States. Canada and Mexico have taken a lot of our business over the years, over 25, 30 years. Especially during the Biden years. They took a lot of our business, and it's basically all coming back into the United States now. Well, hot as a pistol, and it's coming back in. Because of tariffs and the incentives we give, it's coming back. And it's impossible, I think, for another country to stop it. And we are working on something. We want to be very good to Canada. I like Carney a lot. I think he's a good person. And we had a very good talk yesterday, so I think it'll be good.
Mr. President, I have a question about the search of Ambassador Bolton's home. The Vice President recently just did an interview saying that it's about classified documents, but that there's also broad concern about him. What are the concerns?
Well,
that
I
you
haven't
have?
spoken to Pam and the group yet, but I will be. I saw that just like everybody else. I try and stay out of that stuff. I'm allowed to be, and I'm chief law enforcement officer, believe it or not. You know, I don't like to go around saying that, but I am. That's the position. But I purposely don't want to really get involved in it. I'm not a fan of John Bolton. I thought he was a sleazebag, actually. And he suffers major Trump derangement syndrome, but so do a lot of people, and they're not being affected by anything we do. I don't know anything about it. I just saw that. I'll find out about it.
8th getting rejected at my resistance line there.
News, which I do. I guess his house was raided today, but my house was raided also, called Mar-a-Lago. They went through everything they could, including my young son's room and my wife's area. They went through her drawers, as the expression goes. They went through everything you can imagine. And when she came back, she said, she's very neat, you know, she's meticulous. And she looked and she said, whoa, this wasn't the way that she had it. So, you know, so I know the feeling. It's not a good feeling. Thank you.
Mr. President, how long will you give Putin?
A couple of weeks. We're going to figure it out. We'll find it.
Do you think you'll have to intervene at some point?
Look, it takes 2 to tango. You understand that. I wanted to have a meeting with those 2. I could have been at the meeting, but and a lot of people think that nothing's going to come out of that meeting. You have to be there. Maybe that's true. Maybe it's not. But we're going to see. In the meantime, people continue to die. But I've solved 7 of them where they were in wars for 31, 35, and 37 years. We had 3 of them that were for more than 30 years, Johnny, and I got them solved. And we solved one that could have been a nuclear war with India and Pakistan. That was getting ready to be a nuclear war. I solved them all. And this one, I thought we would have had it done by now, but it's more difficult. There's a lot of anger, a lot of hatred. There's a tremendous amount of hatred there. So. But we'll see what happens. I think in 2 weeks we'll know which way I'm going. Because I'm going to go one way or the other. And they'll learn which way I'm going.
Mr. President, if I got 2 questions for you. One on FIFA, the other one on DC.
let's talk. Can you talk about the economic impact that FIFA will have in these cities, and what's your message to the mayors to get their cities prepared, not only the beautification process, but also the safety aspect?
Well, Los Angeles is an example. You know, it's poorly run. We have a mayor there that can't even get permits to the people that lost their houses. Lee Zeldin got every permit. The hardest permit is the federal permit. Within 20 days, every single permit was there for the people to build their houses. But people are writing us and they're saying they won't give us. The mayor is incompetent. The governor is
Ink on Hair Clinic. Thanks for hitting that subscribe button.
Very well. He's an incompetent guy with a good line of bullshit, and he doesn't get the job done. And frankly, those people want to build their houses.
Let's go.
They could have been built. Some of them could have been built already. But think of it: the federal government that has the most complex part, and it's the most complex environmental thing to do. We got it. Everybody had it within 30 days. And they're not even close to getting their permits. And now they're talking about taking some of those sites and building low-income housing on them. These are high-end neighborhoods. And I'm all for low-income housing. I built a lot of low-income housing. I know all about 236. I know every program that there is in the government. I used every one of them. I know more about low-income housing than probably almost anybody. And it's great. It's fine. It's wonderful. But you don't build it in Pacific Palisades. You don't build it there, and you don't build it in the other areas that burned down. So they're talking about putting up low-income housing. And you talk about riots. They're going to have riots if that happens because you're taking the people's property away. They want to build their houses, and they're unable to get permits from the mayor and from the governor. And that's a terrible thing. But, and let me tell you, if I didn't send in the troops in Los Angeles, Johnny wouldn't be in Los Angeles. You wouldn't be having your World Cup there. I sent in the troops and we kept it. And even the police commissioner, the sheriff and the police commissioner, they all said the same thing. They said, we could have never handled what was happening. You saw that, you were there. He said, we could have never handled what was happening. And then you hear Gavin Newsom, after it's all quelled, you hear Newsom get up and say, we could have done this for ourselves. No, they couldn't have. And if they could have, I wouldn't have taken the chance either.
Okay, my second question is on crime prevention. Would you be open to expanding the national concealed carry to apply to D.C. like it does in other states like Texas?
Yeah. Well, they have it in some states and they feel strongly about it. As you know, I'm in favor of it. People have to protect themselves. I'm a Second Amendment person, very simply. People have to be able to protect themselves. Especially like in Washington, you walk down the street, a guy comes up and slugs you. He's got a pistol in his hand. You can be tough, you can be in great shape, you can be a powerful person, or you can be a guy that weighs 100 pounds with a gun in your hand. Right. And I'll bet on the guy with the gun 100% of the time, right? And so you need protection. So I'm a Second Amendment person all the way. Yeah, please.
President Trump, you said this morning that you were working with Congress to get $2 billion to help clean up DC. Have you had any conversations with Mike Johnson and John Thune about where they're going to get that money from?
Which money?
You said this morning that you're going to get $2 billion from Congress to help clean up DC.
Yeah, I've spoken to Mike Johnson. I've spoken to John Thune, the Senate, the House, and I think it's going to be very easy to get. It's going to be not a lot of money. I wouldn't even know where to spend the number that you mentioned, but it's going to be money to beautify the city. Yeah, they're ready. Everybody wants to
appreciate that. Hi-Fi Samurai.
It's the easiest. The violence was more than any other city in the country, actually, by far. It may have been
once this is done, we're going to recap all of this. For anybody joining the stream that has missed the Trump announcement, we're going to recap all of this.
It angers me to see the mayor saying about how they have it on the slide. Not on the slide. It was worse than ever. Yeah, we have no problem getting that money. That money will come out of Congress. I think it'll be even bipartisan.
And is the plan
I mean, I would imagine Democrats would vote for that one.
Is the plan to get it before the September 30 spending deadline on the Hill?
Well, I don't know if there is a deadline, because if I declare a national emergency, which this was, that ends the deadline.
Top action looking like we might get rejected by that previous support for ETH. Look at that. Tell me I was not on point here with this.
If I don't, I'm going to just say it's a.
Tell me I wasn't on point here with this. Remember me telling you this, guys, 2 days ago? We were watching this previous support where we broke down here. And right now, on the short term,
it's another thing to keep
look at that.
For a long period of time. You've got to
look at that.
Train people.
We are getting rejected perfectly at that previous support.
And a lot lot of those people are in courts right now.
Now,
Going to court, they're going to go to jail for
if
a long
ETH can
time.
manage to get above
So
that
that's gonna
and
take more than
bounce
30
on that,
days.
hmm.
But if I have to, I'll
ready to go.
declare
I'm gonna leave my stop loss. I think where it's at. I like where it's at right here.
You said in 2 weeks you would
That way, you know, because if we break this level, likely we're gonna come on down here and swing low.
And frankly, Ukraine.
And if we do that, I would re-enter down here somewhere, or even wait till maybe. I would actually probably wait a couple of days. I might wait till over the weekend, see what happens over the weekend. But we are at some critical previous support and a breakdown point
and say it's your
for
fight.
ETH.
Look, I would have never been in this war if I
So
were
will we go
president.
up only from here, or will we have a correction before new Ethereum all-time highs?
By stupid people.
On point like a ballpoint pen, my friend. High five, Samurai. I appreciate you.
For 4 years,
We sure were
it was
now.
never even a subject.
We were
And
on point like a
Vladimir knew.
ballpoint pen. I like
And you
that.
see his picture right here. It was nice that he sent. But Vladimir
Now,
knew.
reclaiming this is going to be a big deal. If ETH reclaims this, I'm going to go ahead and predict this right now. And this is not financial
100%
advice.
wouldn't have happened, but it did happen. And now they're losing from 5 to 7 young kids. Think of it, you're a parent and your son is
But if
leaving,
ETH
he's
reclaims this
Russian or he's
support,
Ukrainian,
new
and he's
all-time
leaving,
highs.
And they're waving goodbye. Nice, beautiful kid. Nice crew cut, all set. He wants to be a soldier. And goes there first week, he has his head
100%.
off. And he's no different than you.
Vince, I appreciate you smashing that subscribe button, my
I
man.
mean, I
Who's
saw-
going to join him
I saw
next?
The problem in the Congo that was vicious. Rwanda and the Congo.
Guys, don't forget to follow me over on X and also take full advantage of the rest of this month by getting 80% commissions on futures
People were
trading
getting
fees
their heads chopped
by
off.
using my link
That was going on for 31
to sign up for
years. I
WEEX.
got it solved. You saw it. They came to the White House. We signed an agreement. It was amazing. People can't believe we got it done. I love to stop killing. I really do. People thought it would be just the opposite. Hillary Clinton said, "Oh, he'll get us into a war." No, I'm getting everybody else out of wars.
Are you saying there's a real possibility then that you do nothing if Putin doesn't come to the table for a ceasefire or try to end the
I'll see
war?
whose fault it is.
Perfect resistance there.
If there are reasons
Honestly,
why,
if we don't hold this support,
exactly what I'm
I'm cool with taking that profit.
We're going to see whether or not they
I'm
have a
cool with
meeting.
taking that profit right there.
Interesting to see. And if
I've
they don't,
waited
why do
a
they
week
have a
on these
meeting?
trades. They were down bad. I waited for them to come up, was patient,
Pretty good ideas.
and so if we hit this stop loss and I make and I get stopped in profit,
Are you in support
I'm
of
good with it.
them releasing
I'll watch the charts over the weekend, check for a re-entry, because I do not want to miss Ethereum breaking all-time highs. I don't want to miss Dogecoin running up to 50 cents. So, you know,
Don't deserve to be. People, because he
we just need to be cautious at the moment, because if we zoom out,
But I have said to Pam and everybody else, give
like
them
I've mentioned to you guys
everything you can
before,
give them,
we're testing
because
some
it's a
big
Democrat
resistance
hoax.
here,
That's just a hoax.
right?
The whole Epstein thing is a Democrat hoax.
And I'll pull this up full
So
screen
we
here in a
had
sec.
The greatest 6 months, 7 months in the history of the
But Ethereum
presidency.
testing some big
And the
resistance.
Democrats
Look at this.
don't know what
Previous
to do,
high
so they
here,
keep bringing up that
previous
stuff.
uptrend
But
support,
it affected them.
confluence in the resistance level as well. I mean, just a big deal right here. Now, if we hold here, this could be
frankly.
This could be
You
huge.
have Larry, whatever his name is, Summers.
This could be
the head
huge.
of Harvard, who was Jeffrey Epstein's best friend. Nobody ever talks about that. I mean, but I don't want to hurt Larry Summers. But he was best friends with Jeffrey Epstein. No, this is a Democratic hoax to try and get the significance of what we've done over the past.
I'm liking the poll in the chat right now, guys. Chat, 128 votes. 80% say Trump's going to pump the
I mean,
bags.
just include that. And now you look at the stock market today. It's way up to start off with from where I took it. And this market was going to crash. If Joe Biden or Kamala were president, this market we would have had a crash like in 1929. You're not going to have that. It's only a question of how high is it going to go. You know, I have the strongest economy in the history.
At this
of our
point,
country.
yes. At this point, the Trump announcement is pretty much over. I'm going to let it ride out, and then we'll recap the important highlights of the Trump
I was
announcement.
good at making a lot of money. And whether it was for myself or whether it was, I like doing it this way better. I mean, I like making it for the country. Our country's been ripped off by friend and foe.
Get the
Nations
bounce
all
in.
over the world ripped off.
Get the
and the
bounce
friends
in.
have been much worse than the foes for the most part. And they're not ripping us off. We just signed a deal with the European Union. They're paying us essentially $950 billion, like a signing fee. They're going to buy $750 billion worth of energy. They weren't buying much of our energy there. And they're very smart in doing it. And as you know, Ursula was here couple of days ago having to do with the people, the leaders that we had a great, people said they've never seen anything like it. Well, we had the leaders of Europe right here in the Oval Office. And she's so happy that she has an agreement. But
Bro,
people
right?
aren't ripping us anymore.
What if he said something right at the very end?
This country is run by smart people.
What if he said it at the very end, and then all of a sudden, ETH new all-time highs, altcoin, alt season, engaged?
About the 10%? Yeah, I met a man.
Come on, all we need one of these damn reporters to ask a question about crypto
A man named Tom
and
Cotton,
blockchain.
senator from Arkansas, is a great guy, friend of mine, supporter of mine, big supporter. I'm a supporter of his too. And he wrote a pretty nasty story about the head of Intel. And I said, well, if that's right, he should resign. And he came in, he saw me, we talked for a while. I liked him a lot. I thought he was very good. I thought he was somewhat a victim, but nobody's a total victim, I guess. And I said, you know what? I think the United States should be given 10% of Intel. And he said, I would consider that. I said, well, I'd like you to do that because Intel has been left behind, as you know, compared to Jensen and some of our friends, NVIDIA, some of the people and the people in, because Intel should have never been. Intel was the biggest,
NVIDIA,
most powerful chip company in the world. And then they started leaving. And they started going to foreign countries, in particular Taiwan. And if we had a president that would have said, okay, you can go to Taiwan, but we're going to put a 100% tariff or a 200 or 300 or a 500% tariff, anybody that sells into the United States has to pay. They wouldn't have left. They would have never left, and we wouldn't have. So in the meantime, we had people that were, in some cases, good politicians that weren't good on trade. I loved that man, but he was not good on trade. I totally disagreed. He allowed the car industry to be taken out of this country. We lost 50% of our car industry. But that's all coming back. It's all coming back. But if somebody would have said that with Intel, would be a giant right now. Now, with that, they've had some bad management over the years, and they got lost. And I said, I think you should pay us 10% of your company. And they said, yes. That's about $10 billion. I don't get it. This comes to the United States of America. And I said, I think it would be good having the United States as your partner. He agreed. And they've agreed to do it. And I think it's a great deal for them. And I think it's a great deal. He walked in wanting to keep his job, and he ended up giving us $10 billion for the United States. So we picked up $10 billion. And we do a lot of deals like that. I'll do more of them. If somebody has, like we have restrictive covenants with Jensen. We have, it's NVIDIA. And to unrestrict the covenant, nothing to do with losing our powers or military or anything, because that I wouldn't do. But there are things you can do that don't affect us, that actually help us. And if we're going to give somebody a free out, a restricted covenant, we have a strong restrictive covenant on certain industries. And I will absolutely give somebody a opening on a restrict to do a lot of business, which is good for us, as long as it doesn't hurt us in a security or military way. And if I do that, I think the country should be paid, because anybody else, I have it in real estate where I'll have a deal with somebody and I'll have them restrictive covenant. Then they'll come back and they'll say, I'd love to be able to build over here, but I'm not allowed to because you have me covered, you have me restricted. I say, I'll let you build over there, but pay me a lot of money. No different. But the country never did it because the country was run by foolish people.
On PC Drive, you said Chicago might be next. Are you making, have there been concrete steps that the administration is taking to do that? Or what are other cities as well?
I haven't spoken to them. He's grossly incompetent. I haven't spoken to the mayor. No, when we're ready, we'll go in and we'll straighten out Chicago, just like we did D.C. Chicago is very dangerous, great place. I built great stuff there. I have the most beautiful building in Chicago, I think. But I hate to see what's happened to Chicago. Chicago was our greatest city, actually. Bob Tisch, a great friend of mine, passed away. He used to own the Giants and very successful Lowe's. He said Chicago, I think they had their main office in Chicago. He said Chicago and San Francisco are the two greatest cities in the world. Now you look at what the Democrats have done to San Francisco. They've destroyed it. I own a big chunk of the Bank of America building in San Francisco. And, you know, it's just different. We can clean that up too. We'll clean that one up too. No, if everything works out And we've already had calls from other cities, quiet calls from Democrats. We'd love you to come here, because they've lost control of their cities. I'm not going to say, because I don't want them to lose their elections. But we've had calls from Democrats and calls from people generally. We'd love you to come here, because we'll straighten out the problem.
Mr. President, in Israel, the families of hostages in Israel, families of hostages are opposed to the reoccupying of Gaza. Why is the U.S. still
Well, not
supporting
all of them. And you have to understand, I'm the one that got all of the hostages out. You got a lot of people out. If it wasn't for me, they wouldn't be out. I worked with Bibi and I worked with Steve Witkoff. But if it wasn't for me, you would have all these hostages would most likely be dead right now, every one of them. So they all come up here. They come in groups of 10, 12, 13, and many of them, and I've gotten to know a lot of them. They're great people. What they had to go through is incredible. But so now they have 20, but the 20 is actually probably not 20, because a couple maybe aren't around any longer. It's a terrible thing. No, I don't like anymore. I said, you know, when you get down to 20, they're not going to make deals anymore. And they didn't. And then I put out a statement, as you know, that was a tough statement, go in and get them. And they said, we'll give you 10, we'll give you 10. I don't know what Israel's doing, but they were willing now immediately to give us another 10. The situation has to end. It's extortion, and it has to end. And we'll see what happens. I actually think they're safer in many ways if you went in and you really went in fast and you did it. And people can't forget October 7th, remember that. I'm friendly with all groups. I won the Arab vote in Michigan. I did so great with the Arab vote, remember? I started off at 0, I ended up winning. I wouldn't say the candidate was the greatest, but I would have won against anybody. They're great people. But we have to do things properly. And you know, I'm very proud to say I got the hostages out. You have hundreds of people that are living now because of me.
Hold up.
And now we have that.
Trump owns Bank of America, who's working with XRP.
If they give them,
what's up, Doors? What's up, Sasha and Toby Pink Paws? Thank you guys for joining us.
And I know if you're a parent, you just don't care. You want. I want my baby back. They want their babies back. They want their kids back, and I understand it. But I got them out and did a good job, and we're doing everything we can to get the hostages out. Thank you all very much. Yes.
So Jackson Hole, Jay Powell today said he suggested that they might cut interest rates, but they haven't proceeded.
Well, we call him too late for a reason. He should have cut him a year ago. He's too late.
Here it is.
You know, we have a stock market that's up 1,000 points today.
Hold up. Here it is.
Be careful, because I go out there and I'll see.
What did we say earlier?
It's down 1,000, right? But it's up 1,000 points when I came in here. We have a country that the market's the hottest it's ever been. The country's better than it's ever been. We have a military that I rebuilt largely in my first term. We had a great, successful first term. But this is going to be even better. But we rebuilt it. We gave a lot of it away to Afghanistan, but relatively small compared to the overall. But I think it was the most embarrassing day and period in the history of our country that they allowed those 13 wonderful people, but it's really hundreds of people were killed. And they don't talk about the 48 that were so severely wounded with no legs, no arms, nobody ever mentions them except me. But that was the worst day, the most, it just showed how incompetent. Frankly, if that didn't happen, I really believe that you might not have had the problem with Russia. I think Putin was sitting there watching these stupid people running our country and said, this is a time to invade. It's, you know, this is a time. And then Biden made the statement, well, he can do a small incursion. When he said that, it was off to the races, right? When he said...
Do you have a car? They did us dirty again with the ads, man. But hey, listen, what did we say earlier about possibility of Trump bringing up something right at the very end? Thankfully, that journalist asked about Jerome Powell's Jackson Hole speech right at the very end.
I mean, to think, I said, Johnny, do it by phone. You don't have to come. No, he said, I'll come. And he flew all night long to be here and listen to this about how great we're doing in D.C. But he's a fantastic leader, and this will be your most successful World Cup ever. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
So, okay.
Can we win it, Mr. President?
Okay, so basically...
I don't know.
So basically...
I watched some of those teams go right. They go down that field, I don't know. But let me ask you, what chance does America have of winning?
Well, the home team always has a good chance to win. It depends.
What's up, Jim? Thanks for joining us. Ava Brown, thanks for joining us. Doors, Sasha and Toby, Jack Heath, all of you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you guys showing up today.
I'd love to have him. He'd love to. He's very tall. Maybe we can make him a goalie. The goalies are very tall now, right?
Yeah, goalies are very tall.
The goalies, well, he'd be a perfect goalie.
100%.
At his height, he'll be a great goalie.
Exactly.
So we'll put him on the American team.
Yeah.
No, but
Goal.
do the Americans have a chance of like getting into the quarterfinals?
Yes,
right?
definitely. No, the quarterfinal definitely. But then, as the tournament goes on with the public 250 years of United States, let's not forget, they will all feel energized about that.
You know, it's amazing. The talent is really great when you watch these things. I went to the game 2 weeks ago, and it was a big upset. But you look at these people, the way they pass it, it's amazing, really amazing. It's a great art, right? It's a great talent.
It is incredible.
You know the expression.
Is
what?
Will you draw the names?
I don't know. He's the boss.
That's an interesting proposal.
He's the boss.
We'll discuss that.
It's going to be great. And I think the American team is going to do well. I mean, I hear it's a very good team. Good luck, everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. You keep a lot of those. Thank you guys. Thank you.
No, I just got one.
Thank you.
This was sent to me.
We're done. Thank you.
I thought it was a nice photo. Thank you very much, everybody.
You guys keep moving. Thank you. Thank you guys keep moving. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Keep moving. Keep moving. Thank you guys.
All right, guys. So there it was. President Trump's surprise announcement. And as you guys know, turns out this surprise announcement was mostly about the FIFA, mostly about soccer or football, depending on where you're from. So basically, this was literally a big nothing burger in a way. However, my trades are still good. I'm waiting to see if we come down, if we hit my stop loss and I take these profits right now, or if we get more out of this pump. We're waiting to see what's going to happen. We're going to recap everything from Trump's announcement, what was talked about, what was important to us as crypto investors and crypto traders, Bitcoin investors, right? Altcoin investors, whatever. We're going to talk about that because honestly, I don't know about you guys, but I don't care too much about the other stuff, right? I care about what is going to pump or dump my bags. And, right now we've got 153, we have 153 votes on the poll in the chat right now. And 81% of you guys have said that you believe Trump is going to pump your bags today. Do you guys still believe, do you guys still agree that Trump is going to pump your bags today? I think Jerome Powell did a better job at pumping our bags today than Trump did, honestly. Now, if Trump would have said anything about crypto, maybe this would have pumped our bags a little more. But just to quickly recap what's going on here. So we really seen Trump talk about things unrelated for the most part to the market. Now, we did have some remarks about the economy and the market. So a lot of this announcement was about FIFA. Now, Trump also unveiled the America by Design initiative, an executive order aiming to revamp government services, both digital and physical, to be both usable and aesthetically pleasing. It includes the launch of a national design studio headed by a new chief design officer. Reports suggest that Airbnb co-founder Joe Gebbia is in line for the chief design officer role, a fascinating choice given his startup background. So is government service transformation more about function or form? Is Trump pioneering innovation or indulging in flashy symbolism? You guys be the judge. I mean, I'm not going to get in that debate. Pro-Trump or not pro-Trump. I don't know. I'm not getting into that debate with you guys. But he also talked a little bit about Bolton and how the Bolton raid raised political heat. The FBI executed searches at the home and office of John Bolton, a former national security advisor and vocal Trump critic. A move stirring controversy and claims of a politically motivated probe. You guys, once again, be the judge of this. That's basically your opinion. Trump claimed no prior briefing on the raids, while Vice President J.D. Vance defended the investigation's legitimacy, stressing legal, not political motivation. Will the John Bolton raid have anything to do with the markets? You be the judge there as well. With the Justice Department investigating a prominent critic, is this a legitimate security matter or a calculated political message? Drop your guys' opinion in the chat. And then he did go on to talk about patrolling D.C., the federal takeover of D.C. He reaffirmed his push for a federal takeover of D.C., including arming National Guard troops on patrol as part of a broader security strategy. At the same time, he called for $2 billion in congressional funding to beautify the Capitol, despite previous budget cuts that slashed $1.1 billion from D.C.'s budget. So brutality meets boogie. I mean, seriously. A lot of you guys probably would say Trump is a little bit, is he tough on crime? I mean, I think so. Narrative just exposed against luxury-driven urban design. So, I mean, he's really, he's talking about beautifying the Capitol. He's talking about FIFA. He's talking about John Bolton. He did talk a little bit about the wall. And then he did bring up tariffs. And we noticed that the markets reacted a little bit to the tariff news. But for the most part, this was mostly just a big FIFA announcement. Now, I'm kind of on board with the rebranding Washington. I mean, in some aspects, I think this is good. You know, anything, you know, America first, right? We have to. I mean, and that's not being, you know, that's not bad. Now, I fully agree with the majority of people across the world that understand how corrupt things have been. I'm all on board with everything. Okay, you know, I'm probably one of your top conspiracy theorists out there, right? But at the same time, I'm also on board with, you know, believing in our country. You know, we live here, bro. We gotta have some kind of patriotism, right? Now, I understand you can go overboard with it. And that can lead to some dangerous things, but we gotta be hopeful, patriotic, and optimistic, right? We can't be negative and let's not manifest more negative stuff, right? Now, as far as the markets go, ETH ran up and tested 4,800, and that's a beautiful test because we talked about this earlier about how that is testing this previous support right here that we broke down of back on the 17th of August. And now we're actually retesting that previous support right now. And, you know, we could get a small correction from this, as we've already seen with this wick here on the 4-hour with Ethereum. But if we were to get above this, I do believe Ethereum will put in new all-time highs immediately after. Very, very, very soon after. We're going to see a $5,000 Ethereum if we can reclaim this previous support where we broke down back on the 17th of August. Once Ethereum reclaims that, it is, as Trump said earlier, off to the races, baby, because new all-time highs are just literally right around the corner. I mean, literally, guys, for ETH. Dogecoin, my Doge trade, doing nice right now. I've also got the take profit here, or I've got the stop loss right up here in the take profit range. We got the stop loss in at about 23.4 right there, 23.4, and we're running up to test a major breakout for for Doge as well. I got Ethereum on the mind, I got Dogecoin on the mind. Dogecoin still has room to squeeze in here, right, between support and resistance, but with Jerome Powell's last speech being pretty dovish, with us expecting rate cuts next month and even more positive outlook for potential interest rate cuts next month, I am bullish here, guys. We're at resistance, but I'm bullish for a breakout. If we don't break out, if we continue to show signs of rejection here at this major downtrend for Doge, Ethereum, we might get a short-term correction. I don't believe we would need to go all the way down to the support, though. I don't think we would need to come all the way back down to the support of this pattern here before we broke out, honestly. I think we might just come back down and retest my entry point here. And if so, then my stop loss will take profit, and then I can re-enter on the dip. So either way, we are secured here, guys. With this trade, we are secured. And I put this trade in weeks ago, or not weeks ago, but a week ago, just about, and was patient enough to wait for it to come back up out of the deep. I mean, in the deep, guys, we were down bad, and we came up out of it, man. We came up out of it. And we survived. We survived. And thanks to Jerome Powell, we are just in the money right now, in the green right now. And it's great. It's beautiful. This is what we live for as crypto traders. This is what we live for in crypto, man. Moments like this. So let's just go ahead and soak this up for 1 second. Doge is Trump crypto or something like this? Doge, do what now? Do what now? Dogecoin is not, wait, what? Dogecoin's a meme coin, bro. Hold on, wait a minute. You know what Dogecoin is, right? Doge, listen, now Trump coin, I mean, I don't even want to talk about Trump coin, honestly, bro. All right, now. I cannot believe that we are still holding out here now. We got rejected slightly here, but we are still, Ethereum's still trying to hold, and I mean, we got room to come down a little more right here. We could test this. I'm waiting for this though. I need to see this. Right there. 48.56. Let's see 48.56. We've got some green across the board here when it comes to the crypto market. Altcoins all across the board. Loving the Jackson Hole speech today. Loving President Trump's announcement. Athena up 17% right now. Aave was down earlier, is now up 10%. Litecoin up 6%. What the hell? We got Cardano up 8%, BNB up 6%, Solana up 8%. All across the board. What is this? We got XRP up 5%. XRP juicy, holding that $3 support. I mean, come on, let's get it. Bitcoin at 117,000. We broke the downtrend here on the short term. Now, remember earlier, guys, I was talking about this right here for ETH. We were looking at this wall of resistance at that 4,800 mark. ETH has fell below it, 47.89 currently. So Ethereum still kind of testing that $4,800 resistance, as Bitcoin is up testing that 117 resistance from right here. Local resistance at 117. Testing that after breaking the downtrend here in the immediate short term. This is on the 1 minute. Can we maintain here? Look at that. 4,700 coming in hot. 4,700 coming in hot. We might get stopped out on this, but that's okay if we do, because our stop losses are secured in a decent amount of profit. So we are going to be good to go here. I'm going to let it ride. Although we could go either way with this one, guys. We're at resistance. We're below resistance. And we're below that $4,800 previous support. So Ethereum looking for this 4,800 to reclaim support here. You can see right here we broke above it slightly, retraced back down below it, tried to get above it again, could not get above it, still below 4,800 currently. Looking for a breakout. If we do break out to the upside, measure move target is 48.55, 48.50, give or take right there. Would put us up slightly above the previous local high, so we could get a breakout above all-time highs. I mean, it's hard to say right here because Ethereum is testing that previous support, but if sentiment can remain bullish right now, I believe that Ethereum will see Ethereum new all-time highs possibly by the first of the week. It's a very good possibility at this point. All right, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you showing up today for the stream. I'm going to bounce out of here. I'm going to leave the stream going for just a little bit so we can, for anybody that wants to hang out and watch the charts here and keep an eye on my price targets for Ethereum. But I will catch you guys in the next one. I hope that you guys have a fantastic day. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream and the fact that we got to keep up with what's going on with the crypto market right now as Trump made his announcement today and Jerome Powell made his final speech at Jackson Hole. We got Bitcoin pushing higher a little bit here as I'm leaving. I hope you guys remain bullish and I hope you manifest your dreams. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.